Freddy vs. Jason was released in 2003 and is about after realizing that he can't haunt dreams because people no longer fear him, Freddy sends Jason to kill a group of 30-year-old looking teenagers. That's really all I have to say for the plot for Freddy vs. Jason. This movie's not good, but man do I love it. So I'm a huge fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Those who've seen my review on Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors knows how much I adore that film. Can't say the same about the Friday the 13th movies. I'm more of a fan of the sillier ones like Jason Lives, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason. Not only is this a very nostalgic film for me, what I love about it the most is how unserious it is. It knows exactly what it is with its over-the-top gore that looks like it was straight out of an anime. After coming off the fun and entertaining Bride of Chucky, Ronnie Yu directs Freddy vs. Jason and does a really good job at it. But that choppy slow motion was not it. I thought something was wrong with my TV when I saw that as a kid. I vividly remember watching the reruns of this movie on the TNT channel back then, and there used to be this coming up animation that would pop up on the screen before the movie would play. I've been trying to look for it on the internet, I can't find it anywhere, I guess it's lost media now. This film was something like us kids talked about, like it was this like event film, like an endgame. But after revisiting the film for so long, let's dive right into it. The movie begins with a voiceover from Freddy Krueger as he relives previous events from his films prior. And man, is this the best we've ever seen Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. The makeup looks incredible, especially for Demon Freddy, which is like such an underrated look. Freddy then raises Jason from the dead, manipulating him in his dreams as his deceased mother. And this is an early 2000s movie, meaning we're gonna throw some rock in that title card. While I think Laurie is a decent lead, everybody else in this movie's pretty damn annoying. Something I found funny when we were introduced to these teenagers is when the guys get there and they're like,
"We're the ladies. Relax, the beer. Relax, man."
And then the camera pans like 2 feet away from them and you can see the girls standing there at the door and they're talking loud. How the guys didn't see or hear these girls talk the entire time is beyond me. Also, this Trey guy is a real douche.
Whoa, babe. Tell you about kissing me after you smoked, huh? Babe, you make me ask you twice.
Babe, you know I don't like to be touched after, okay?
Seems like Jason doesn't like this guy's attitude either, but I can't help but feel bad for the guy now because only a real douche can hold on to their beer after getting stabbed 17 times.
What? You know I like sleeping like a folded pretzel, babe.
The character Blake then gives an Oscar-worthy performance before using his dad's head as a shield.
My best friend was just killed, Dad! So how about giving me some fucking space?
Laurie is then taken to the police station for questioning. She falls asleep and has a nightmare, then runs into a little girl who mentions the name Freddy Krueger, and then the jump rope girls sing her a song. And to anyone who doesn't understand the lyrics to this jump rope girl song, there's a scene in Freddy vs. Jason that clarifies its meaning.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. You know why they sing that? Because that's when he comes for you.
Okay. This moment in the cornfield with these two jocks shows how Jason has a sense of humor. Just look at how he gently yet comically taps that idiot with his finger after he twists his head like a noodle. And then Jason looks over at the other guy like, did someone say Everclear? Jason then goes on a killing spree at this cornfield party, slashing everyone in the same spot the same way. Jason here is played by actor and stuntman Ken Kersinger, who was also in Friday the 13th Part 8 as a bartender, and starred as one of the cannibals in Wrong Turn 2. For this stunt in the cornfield, when he was lit on fire, he was given a cooling gel that was slathered all over his body, and then he had a fireproof suit on. Then he was given instructions through an earpiece because he couldn't hear anybody. And it was over a minute. Most of those stunts usually last a couple of seconds. Brendan Fletcher, who plays Mark, played Grady in the Goosebumps episode, The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. And his brother in the tub is the bully from Christmas Story. Mark tries to take a wake aid that looks like an orange Skittle, but drops it down the drain, leading him into a nightmare. And it sucks that this is Freddy's only kill in the movie, but I love the elements thrown into this set piece. The leeches that keep his feet to the ground, the snakes, the fire, the branding, and his brother. It's the creativeness like this that makes me a fan of Freddy. We then move on to a bunch of exposition shortcuts with characters we could care less about, and it leads them to Weston Hills to find a fictional drug called Hypnosil, which was featured in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. But this drug isn't as fictional as the stuff Freeburg is smoking when he sees a stupid-looking Freddy worm. We then get our first match between Freddy and Jason. The writers basically made these guys superheroes, giving them strengths and weaknesses, We're in Freddy's world this time around, so he gets the upper hand, turning Jason into a pinball machine and making him face his fear of water, which is just dumb because we've seen Jason swim before this.
Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that?
Is it that hard for you to figure out? Just use it, I guess. So Springwood is a town in Ohio, and Crystal Lake is in New Jersey. And they want to get Jason from Springwood to New Jersey in the course of a couple of hours. How they got there so quick and were committed to change the map like it's Mortal Kombat, I don't know. I like how Lori has the ability to keep her arms up when Will lets go of her arms when she's asleep. But that doesn't matter because moments later, her arm falls into the fire, pulling Freddy into the real world. Now this is when the film turns into a gory boxing match masterpiece, and Freddy and Jason come face to face in the real world. Shit's about to go down. And the shot of them facing off is just badass. And Ronnie Yu's comic book action style is really starting to show when you see Freddy Krueger doing Bruce Lee martial arts type kicks. And then both of them constantly fly 100 feet off into the air when something heavy hits them. Man, someone needs to put this in anime animation. You gotta give this movie the props it deserves, bringing these two franchises together. Yeah, there's a bunch of flaws, the characters are annoying, but overall I reckon this as a pretty clever mashup that's always fun and entertaining every time I watch it. On the so bad it's good scale, I'm giving Freddy vs. Jason a 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you guys as always for watching. I look forward to bringing out more videos soon. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below what movies y'all want me to review next. I'm Matt, and I'll see you guys in the next video.